Hey YouTube, welcome to my first video and unboxing of an inexpensive metal detector from Amazon. The price was under $50 and this is what it comes in. This is what it looks like. This is how it's packaged. Comes with an owner's manual. Control box. This is how it was packaged too. Arm cuff. I don't know what that is. Coil. S-rod. Straight rod. Coil hardware. Arm cuff with strap. Okay, so that's the unboxing. Coil, I believe, is 8 inches. There's no coil cover. This is the connector, which seems to be a 5-pin. Push-in connector. So let me set this up. There it is, all laid out. It's hard doing it one-handed. There it is, MD 3028. There's the headphones. Settings button, mode button, enter button, power button. On the right hand side of the control box is the depth gauge. Left hand side is the sensitivity. There's the underneath. Looks like it takes 2 9-volts. That's the plug-in. Back of the control box. There's the speaker, so this one doesn't have the top remove for batteries. The battery compartments are in the underneath. Let's see what they look like. 9-volt. And another 9-volt. 2 9-volts. Okay, let's assemble this and I'll be right back with you. Well, there it is assembled, except for the batteries. Fairly easy to put together. It has a little arrow right there telling you this side up. The coil feels kind of heavy. This first stem here is kind of like an ABS plastic, lightweight, but it seems strong. Locking collars are nice, top and bottom. That's how you plug it in. It's fairly tight, tighter than a thought it would be, but that's what it looks like again. I haven't put the batteries in it yet, but this assembly is 2 pieces, arm cuff, and then I guess this is some sort of stand. You assemble it with just 1 bolt with a washer and a wing nut. I have it on the 4th setting. There's only 1 little push pin. It's not like the other detectors where there's 2 push pins. So it's fairly light too. Really light. A lot lighter than I thought it would be, but it still feels like a toy instead of a machine. You know, nice detector. Has weight, but we will find out how good it is. We're going to do an air test first, and then we'll do like a test garden test for depth, and then we'll take it out in the field, see how it reacts out in the real conditions. The model number 3028, power supply 29 volts, made in China, and that's I guess the manufacturer. It works. Hopefully it's a really good beginner detector. If you're wondering about, you know, how much money to spend to start the hobby, if you've been thinking about starting a hobby and don't want to spend a lot of money on a metal detector like a Mind Lab or a Garrett, this might be the way to go. So we'll find out. Stay tuned. Let's do an air test. So think penny, 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not too good at 7. Yeah, it's getting a little bit. Definitely not 8 inches. 7. Nickel. Start off at 5. 5. 6. 6. And it's a lower tone. Dime. Start off at 4. 5. 6. And 6 inches. Quarter. Start off at 4. 5. 6. One way at 7. 7. Let's see if it can pick up any coins on edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Hit or miss. 5 inches on a quarter. It's not too bad. What about a nickel? 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. It's not too bad on a nickel. Let's try a dime. 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. What about that penny? 2 inches, 3 inches, 4, 4. Okay, for this next test, you see I've got iron discriminated out. So let's start off with a zinc penny. It shows up right as a zinc penny. Here's a copper penny. Shows up the same as a zinc penny. Here is a wheat cent. It shows up as 1 cent. Not bad. Here is a regular nickel. That's a new nickel. 1977. Shows up as a nickel or pull tab. Here is a war nickel. It shows up as a nickel or pull tab. Here is a regular dime. It shows up as a penny. And it sounds the same as a regular penny, doesn't it? That's a penny. That's a dime. Here is a mercury dime. Same. Here is a rosy. Same. New quarter. Shows up as 25 cents. Here is a 1945 silver quarter. It jumps between 25 cents and 50 cents. That's interesting. Okay, here is a 1989 half dollar. Shows up as a half dollar. Here is a 1966 silver half dollar. Shows up as a half dollar. Here's a silver ring. Shows up as 25 cents. So I think this metal detector would probably really be good for coins. I'm not saying you can't find jewelry. You can. But I think you would find more coins with this. We're gonna have to see what's gonna happen when we dig in the dirt. See how deep we can get and see what they show up as in the dirt. But as for a cheap metal detector, I think this metal detector is really good for under $50. So I think this metal detector is pretty good for under $50. But I'll let you guys make that judgment. So here's the screen. And this is what it looks like. So there's the sensitivity. And this is how you turn the sensitivity down. This is how you turn the sensitivity up. You press the set button again. And that's where I discriminated out the iron. That's how you move it if you want to discriminate out pull tabs or any type of bronze or gold. 1 cent. Still going to be bronze and gold. And then there's some pennies. 25 cents, 50 cents. And hit that again, that's volume. Down, volume down, volume up. And then there's the sensitivity again. And then here's the modes. Well, let's here are the modes. That's how you turn the backlight off and on. Press enter if you want to use the backlight. And then there's the power button. Pinpoint. You have to hold it in. It's pretty cool. Your little eyeball comes up. There's center of the coil. There's off side of the coil. Center of the coil. Off to the side of the coil. So the pinpoint function works pretty good. There's the depth. I'm holding the dime about 8 inches off the coil. Right there. So we'll see what happens when we go out and start digging in the dirt.